Welcome to Map Your Mind. Travel through the world with your brain. Bolivia, nestled in the heart of South America, is a land of breathtaking contrasts, towering Andean peaks, vast salt flats that shimmer like mirrors, lush Amazonian jungles, and cities alive with centuries of culture and history. This is a nation where every landscape tells a story. Every city pulses with the echoes of ancient civilizations, and every river carries the memory of empires long past. Long before the Spanish set foot on its rugged terrain, Bolivia was home to powerful indigenous civilizations. The Tiwanaku civilization, near the southern shores of Lake Titicaca, thrived over a millennium ago, constructing monumental stone temples and intricate irrigation systems that still awe modern archaeologists. They developed advanced knowledge of astronomy, agriculture, and architecture, leaving behind ruins that whisper secrets of a sophisticated and spiritually connected society. Following the Tiwanaku, the Andean highlands saw the rise of the Aymara people, who carried forward traditions of farming, weaving, and community governance. Later, the Inca Empire extended its influence into Bolivia, incorporating it into the vast network of roads, terraces, and cities that connected the Andes from modern-day Colombia to Chile. The Incas brought organization, record-keeping, and culture, weaving Bolivia into one of the most advanced civilizations of the Americas before European arrival. The 16th century brought dramatic upheaval with the arrival of Spanish conquistadors. Led by explorers seeking gold, silver, and glory, the Spaniards imposed colonial rule, establishing settlements and exploiting the indigenous population. Potosi, at the foot of Cerro Rico, became one of the richest silver mining cities in the world, fueling Spain's empire but leaving deep scars on local communities. Forced labor, disease, and cultural suppression reshaped Bolivia's social fabric. Yet indigenous traditions persisted, often blending with Spanish influences to create the vibrant cultural mosaic seen today. Throughout colonial rule, Bolivia was part of the Viceroyalty of Peru, and later the Viceroyalty of the Rio de la Plata, navigating a complex network of trade, religion, and governance. Resistance was constant, with indigenous uprisings, rebellions, and defiance challenging the authority of distant rulers. Figures like Tupac Katari and Bartolina Sisa became symbols of courage and resistance, leading revolts that resonate in Bolivia's collective memory. Independence arrived in the early 19th century, inspired by regional movements and the broader wave of Latin American independence. Revolutionary leaders such as Simon Bolivar and Antonio José de Sucre helped liberate the nation from Spanish control. In 1825, Bolivia was declared an independent republic, named in honor of Bolivar, the liberator whose vision for South America shaped the future of the continent. Nation building, however, was fraught with challenges. Territorial disputes, political instability, and economic dependence shaped the early years of independence. The 20th century was a time of both struggle and transformation. Bolivia faced internal upheavals, military coups, and social revolutions as indigenous and mestizo populations demanded land reform, education, and political representation. The Chaco War with Paraguay in the 1930s over oil-rich territory left thousands dead, shaping national identity and highlighting the fragility of regional diplomacy. Subsequent decades saw the rise of reformist movements, labor unions, and peasant activism that demanded change and greater equality. Culturally, Bolivia is a treasure trove of traditions. The vibrant festivals of Oruro and La Paz blend Andean spirituality with Catholic rituals, creating experiences that captivate both locals and visitors. Traditional music, from the haunting melodies of the pan pipes to energetic carnival drums, tells stories of ancestry, resistance, and celebration. Cuisine reflects the diversity of the land, from hearty quinoa and potatoes of the highlands to tropical fruits and river fish of the Amazon basin. Bolivia's geography is as diverse as its culture. The Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, stretches like a shimmering desert under the sun and stars. The Andes dominate the western highlands, home to snow-capped peaks, terraced farms, and ancient trade routes. To the east, dense Amazonian jungles shelter rare wildlife, medicinal plants, and the rhythms of indigenous communities who have lived sustainably for centuries. In recent years, Bolivia has seen political and social transformation. Leaders like Evo Morales brought attention to indigenous rights, resource nationalization, and cultural pride, reshaping national identity and global perception. The country continues to balance modernization with tradition, economic growth with social equity, and environmental stewardship with industrial development. Fun fact, Lake Titicaca, straddling the border with Peru, is considered the highest navigable lake in the world at over 3,800 meters above sea level. It's also central to Inca mythology, believed to be the birthplace of the first Inca rulers. Manco Capac and Mama Oclo, who emerged from its waters to civilize the Andes. From ancient Tiwanaku temples to bustling La Paz streets. From the silver-laden mountains of Potosi to the reflective expanse of Uyuni. Bolivia is a nation of contrast, resilience, and enduring spirit. It is a land where history is alive in every corner, every festival, and every story passed down through generations. Where will your mind travel next?